I'm literally starting fresh. I'm starting over in almost every capacity. So I'm not coming to you as a person that's like trying to sprinkle some Jesus on your ice cream where life is already perfect and you just need a little bit of Jesus. No, I'm coming to you as a person who had to build their life up again from the ground up, and Jesus was the foundation. Y'all, I just discovered a cheat code for life, and it came straight from the Bible. Literally straight scripture. And I'm not talking scripture where I take a scripture out of context and make it be what I want it to be to fulfill my own desires. Desires is intended. But I'm saying it's always been in the Bible. It's always been there, and it is something that we can use to our advantage, because I've seen my life transform in a matter of months, and I did not know what I was doing. However, yesterday at church, my pastor, and I've read this scripture 20-50 times already, but it really hit home for me because I'm at the beginning of the year, I wrote out a list of my own personal desires, and those desires line up with the will of God for my life, which I knew. They also line up with scripture. They also line up with what I actually want to do. I've arrived to a point where I really only want what he wants for me. And I also realized that in doing so, he will also, and I'm not talking about manifesting. God is not a genie. He's not our Santa Claus. It's not some, fairy tale, but he also cares about what we care about. And when we're living in alignment with his will for us, there is nothing that you can desire that won't come to pass if it's, in agreement with his will. Philippians 2:13 says that God is working within us. He's working within us, giving us the desire, and not just the desire, and the power to do his will, or to do what pleases him, depending on the translation that you read, right? And oddly enough, at the beginning of the year, I wrote out Denise's desires for 2024. And there was an anchor scripture that I was standing on. However, I would also go back in and add, once I start to see things come to pass. And I want to preface this by saying I have just come out of the most tumultuous season of my life. I really feel like it was a Job season where everything was stripped from me, and I'm literally starting fresh. I'm starting over in almost every capacity. So I'm not coming to you as a person that's like trying to sprinkle some Jesus on your ice cream where life is already perfect and you just need a little bit of Jesus. No, I'm coming to you as a person who had to build their life up again from the ground up, and Jesus was the foundation. And looking back, because like I said, that this is actually already in the Bible. I know it was in the Bible, but it didn't click for me. It wasn't registering. Maybe I was just being a victim, having pity parties, or whatever the case may be. So I wasn't able to hone in on it. But now that it's December. Now that I've made it to the end of the year, and it's nothing but the grace of God from how the year started, I want to make it clear that no matter your situation, this could be an anchor scripture for you. And you could also ask for what you desire, and it will come to pass. So yeah, I'm going to put that clip in with the things that I said I desired. Some stuff I may edit out because it ain't none of y'all business. It's personal. It's probably ongoing for me and God, but specifically there are things associated with ministry that I pray for, like destiny helpers that would come and help us with 2 ministries that I'm a part of, and also my podcast that I'm also a co-host on. The podcast, we had a great meeting a few weeks ago. The band's getting back together. We're giving it another go. That was an answered prayer. And then also I asked, like I said, the 2 ministries that I'm involved in that really weren't active at the start of the year, or was just getting back active, but we have the absolute best team. We have the absolute best volunteers, and it feels so good to be a part of these teams and to see the impact that we have, not just like within our church, but amongst ourselves, seeing people pour into people and having the right words to say to encourage them, to see other creative creative ideas come to pass and to fruition using the team that we have, not having to, use outside vendors. Just looking at everything, I'm just like so blessed. And naturally, the congregation and the people that we serve are also blessed because we're looking for the correct journal to insert for my 2024 desires. I came across this journal in just a very odd way, so I feel like God literally set this up and intended for me to share this. So this is a journal from 2017. You see it says December the 31st, 17. This also says January the 7th, 2018, right? Look at the very next page. So I was wrong when I said that, I didn't know it was in the Bible. I just misspoke. And I think I cleared it up in the moment also. But yeah, I know it was in the Bible. And I have documented the scripture as of almost 8 years ago. So something's getting ready to happen, y'all. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Make sure your desires align with him for the new year. I'm telling you. Come back to this video and give a testimony.